So in 2025, let's talk about 2025 real estate market trends and what does the market have in play for Florida on a whole. My name is Sandy Giff. I'm a licensed realtor here in the Central Florida area. And I want to take a deep dive into what's next for Florida real estate. And we're going to cover several different topics throughout this video. And I want you to leave your comments down in the comment section as to what you think the market trend is going to be. The first thing on everybody's mind is mortgage rate. What's going to happen to mortgage rate? Are we going to see a decline or an increase as we go across 2025? We have a new president coming in. What does that hold for us? And that's something we're going to keep exploring to see. And this is going to be something that we're going to go daily, monthly on, because we're going to watch to see what the trends are. The higher inflation remains, obviously the higher interest rate will be, because they're trying to get inflation under control. There's an insertion of a little inflation trend recently, and the Feds have increased interest rate a little bit higher. I'm doing this video January 20th of 2020, January 20th of 2025, and right now interest rate is about 7%. So interest rate is going to be something that we're going to have to continuously watch, and that's going to affect the way the market trends in 2025. Another thing is home prices, right? Some people are waiting for home prices to go down. But remember, guys, as interest rates go down, the higher the home prices are going to get. As interest rates go higher, the lower the home prices are going to get. So where is this balance, right? There's no such thing as time in the market, and we all know this. But home prices continue to be high. They're not that low. Some sellers are reducing their prices just to get a sale if they have to sell. But there are sellers who have low interest rate. They don't have to sell. And if they put their home on the market and it doesn't sell, guess what they're doing? They're renting it out because they don't want to lose that low interest rate. Because think about it. If I have interest rate of like 3%, let's just say, and I do want to buy another home, but the other home is going to cost me 7%, why should I sell, right? So we're going to continue to see that flow going. And next thing is affordability. Affordability is a challenge right now because right now we're in a market in January 2025 where prices are high and interest rate is also high. Not really high, but high in comparison to 2020, 2021, 2022, right? Because at that point it was 2 to 4%. Now we have interest rate as high as 7%, and that's if you have good credit. So if you don't have good credit and you're looking to buy a home right now and you're in the 580s for FHA up to 620, if you're in the 640s, that kind of thing, you might not get 7%, you might be looking at 7.5. Now, a lot of builders, when it comes to new construction, they're helping home buyers to buy their interest rate down. But as I said on my previous videos, you got to make sure that if the builder is helping you to buy down the interest rate, that they're still going to help you to cover some of your closing costs. If you're on the market right now looking for affordable housing, you may want to consider stuff like down payment assistance if you're a first-time home buyer. You may want to consider stuff like, will the seller help me to pay down some of the interest rate or help me with my closing costs, either or. So affordability is still a challenge here in Florida. The next thing is home sales. What is home sales doing? Are home sales increasing or are they declining? We did see a small shift in December with home prices taking a dip, with sellers who are lowering the price just to get the home to sell because they have to sell. So these are very motivated sellers. We also see where sellers are looking to sell, they don't get their price and they're looking to rent, or they're staying put, or a combination of both. So home sales are trending a little bit down, not all the way down, but just a little bit down. It's kind of up and down based upon the month that we're in, what interest rates are doing, and who is on the market looking. When it comes to first-time home buyers, they're looking for help. They're looking for down payment assistance. They're looking for closing cost assistance. And whoever could offer them that help, they're going to get that sale. So that's when it comes to home sales. And home sales obviously is going to affect inventory. What is our inventory looking like? We're seeing more listings coming on the market more than we're seeing sales. That's a fact. And the days on the market have also increased. Right now we have days on the market averaging about 90 days, between 90 to 120 days in Florida based upon your location. Now, we are also seeing a trend in people that are buying investment properties. So investment properties are still being sold. People looking to do Airbnb or short-term rental, that's still high in that arena. People that are looking to do flips, people are still buying distressed homes and they're still fixing to sell. So we're seeing an increase in that. But when we come to a regular first-time home buyer or regular home sales, we're definitely seeing a decline in that. Now, what about migration, right? You know, migrating to Florida. There's still a lot of people moving to Florida at high numbers, which means Florida is still an affordable state to live in comparison to other states. So we're still seeing an influx of people coming in. The number one influx of people we're seeing coming in is people from New York. New York still holds number one of migration moving to Florida. And right below New York, we have New Jersey is still in the play. We have Illinois as well. I may not be saying this in numbers because I forget how they number, but New York is definitely number one. We have Illinois, and we also have California in the running as well. So there are different people from different states still moving into Florida, also from Atlanta. So Georgia, there's an influx of people moving to Florida from Georgia, from New York, from Chicago, from Illinois, which Chicago is in Illinois, obviously, from California, from New Jersey. We have Michigan as well. All these states are still moving into Florida. So we're still seeing that hasn't changed. Job growth still remains strong in Florida. So January 2025, we are still seeing an influx of jobs in Florida. We're seeing job growth in Florida. We're seeing people moving in from other states and they're getting jobs here. We're seeing people that are remote workers also coming here to work. But if they come here to work and they're remote workers, then the taxes are going to be in Florida. So we're going to see that is also good for boosting the economy. So we have job growth. Now, let's talk about some challenges though for 2025. Challenges are going to still remain. We're still, interest rates, mortgage interest rates are going to be a problem. But most importantly, in addition to the high mortgage rates, another thing that we're seeing is a huge increase in insurance, property insurance. Property insurances are still kind of high. There's a lot of stipulations now with insurance companies, right? They want to make sure, are you a primary resident living in the home or are you renting it out, right? Is it an investment property? So insurance tend to be high here, especially for the last two hurricanes we had this year in 2024. So 2024, we had Milton and then we had, I forgot the name of the other hurricane that was before Milton. So that played a part in addition to all the other hurricanes we have had in previous years, right? So that's playing a part in insurance in Florida. So a lot of homeowners, also people looking to buy, are finding it difficult to have the higher insurance, and people who are looking to buy are having difficulty not only with the higher insurance, but also with high interest rate and also with high home prices. So we have three challenges that we're going to have to look to see how that trends as the year, as we proceed into this year of 2025. So even if interest rates come down, we still have higher insurance rate, and even if our insurance rate dip, we still have high interest rates. So how is that gonna match out? So that's something we're gonna look at. So as we trend into 2025, I'm gonna continue to do different videos as we look and explore how everything is working together. What are home prices doing? What's interest rate doing? Are they going down or are they going higher? How about insurances? How are we affording affordable insurance? There's also some people that are underinsured, and they're underinsured on their property because of the interest rate, because of and also because of how high the insurance rates are going. It's not a good idea to be underinsured, right? But it is also better to be underinsured than to have no insurance at all. There are some people that have their homes that are completely paid off, and they're thinking of, well, maybe I shouldn't get insurance. Bad idea. Bad idea. Make sure you have insurance on your property, guys. Doesn't matter if you own a trailer home or if you have a mansion. You want to have insurance. Why? Because if you had a mortgage on it, the bank would force you to have insurance no matter what. So you be your own bank and you take that responsibility. Make sure you have insurance on your home. Citizens insurance is for the city. The governor has asked citizens insurance to help to insure people who are not able to get insurance in other companies. So you may want to look into that and look at your deductible. Make sure you pay attention to your insurance deductible, because you might think, okay, you might think if I have a high deductible, I'm going to pay a lower premium, but that's not always the case. Because a lot of time insurance companies, when you call them, they quote you with a $2,500 deductible. And I've always said, me particularly, I'm like, okay, so how does a $2,500 deductible compare to a $1,000 deductible? It's peanuts. It's like maybe $100 more, if that, per year to move from a $2,500 deductible to a $1,000 deductible. And I am not an insurance person. I'm just telling you how I compare in my properties. I always want to have a $1,000 deductible, not a $2,500, because when things do happen, as they will, and you have to come up with $2,500 because that's a deductible you choose, that remains a problem. So you don't want to do that. So you want to make sure that you're shopping your insurances, you're thinking about deductibles, thinking about the content. What is the cost of replacement? If my home is worth $400,000, how much it would cost if it was to burn down, as we see in Vegas, in California right now, not Vegas, in California right now. All those people, what's going to happen to California with all the fire that happened there and all the people homes that burned down? Are they going to be able to replace all those homes? We don't know. But guess what's going to be in play? Your insurance. And as people are coming on social media right now from California saying, read the fine print in your insurance policy, make sure you know what is covered. You don't want to be paying insurance premium and next thing you know something happened and what you think is covered is not. For Florida, I'm going to say look deeply into your hurricane coverage. What's covered? What's covered under a tropical storm? What's covered if there's a hail damage? A few years ago in a particular neighborhood in Claremont, they had a hail damage just in one particular area. Not the entire Claremont, just one particular area. And most people in that development had to replace their roof. So you want to make sure you have hail damage in Florida. That's a fact. That you just got to do that. So in conclusion, we are going to be looking at how the market trend in 2025. We're going to be looking at three key things: mortgage rate, home prices, and the insurance rate. Okay, that's what we're going to be looking at. If you have any questions, any concerns at all, you could always send us a message or call us. And as always, we do complimentary Zoom calls all the time. Just send us a message saying you want to set up a Zoom call to discuss some of these things, and we're good to go. But these three key things are going to affect home prices. And I want you to put, and remember, real estate affects the economy. The way real estate trend will affect the economy, whether it be in Florida or any other state, right? So we want to watch what real estate is doing, because real estate kind of set the tone for the economy. So we have to watch how real estate is trending. And I want you to give me your opinion down below in your comments. Let me know what you're thinking about 2025 real estate trends. How is it going to affect us? What's going to happen in Florida and any other state? And if you're thinking to relocate to Florida, what are some of your concerns? What are you looking at? Are you a remote worker and you could work anywhere so you could move to Florida? Or are you looking to relocate to Florida and find a job here? How is that trending for you? What's interest rate doing for you and your family? How is that making home affordability for you? And how are you being affected by home prices, especially if you're looking to buy or sell in 2025? Let us know what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to sign up for, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we have a new video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.